Hi, I'm Charmaine James, and I want to talk about whether you should take your horse to the right barrel first or go to the left barrel first, and when to change them from where they're at now. It can be a very tedious thing to figure out what's going to be the best for your horse. In most cases, people are changing the direction that the horse goes because they have quit working. They may be running past the first barrel when they go to the right, or they may be coming to the second barrel and that horse is lunging up in the air and just not finishing the backside of the turn. So sometimes people think if you switch it and go the other way that it's going to fix the problems. One thing I've learned is that you have to fix the problem. If you're going to the right barrel first, you have to fix what caused the run by at that first barrel. So if it's that you didn't sit down and prepare that horse, that you lost position going into that barrel by crowding it and coming into it too tight, you need to go back and work that horse slow and get him going into the barrels the correct way. All right, keep it on position, and you could go back through this website and look at first barrel problems, and that would be the best place to start. So you need to fix that first. Now, if you have a horse, for instance, that's stopping at the second barrel and coming up and just refusing, and they could even do that at the first barrel, you want to make sure again that you're giving them the necessary room going into the barrels. Everything about barrel racing is keeping that position going into the room, preparing, collecting for the turn. And if you have that and your horse is coming up and not working right, then you better start looking to make sure there's nothing wrong with that horse's mouth. I've seen over the years horses' mouths cut up. I've seen sticks stuck in their mouth that are poking up in their roof of their mouth. And when the bit is pulled on that side, it hits that horse a certain way. So it could be teeth related. It could be related to an injury. It could be something that's hard to spot. So it's really important to have a great veterinarian, a great shoer, and having the right team of people that can help you figure out if your horse is having a problem. But in most cases, it all has to do with bringing your hands across too much in the turn where that horse is losing position going into them, and the rider not sitting down and preparing them for the turn, okay? And then one thing else that I've learned by, this has always intrigued me, horses that will hang on the back of the second barrel, because we've talked earlier about how the second barrel is a complete turn around that barrel, and a lot of horses will have trouble on the back side of that second barrel finishing it. And I've seen it now in certain bloodlines of those horses hanging on the back side or coming a little wide off the back side of the second barrel, and even in some cases, all the barrels for that matter, the first or the third barrel. But those horses may be put together in a way that just doesn't allow them to make a turn to the left as good or to the right as good. But the first barrel is really an easy turn because you're riding in there, you keep your 8 feet to the inside of that third barrel, and then you ride 4 feet to the left of it, and you ride 3 or 4 feet past it, and basically you stay sitting down and you're finished with it. So if your horse has a direction that isn't his best, really, if it's to the left isn't as good, let's take him to the left. And this horse, this is Grasshopper. I've used him in a lot of the training segments, and he will hang on me on the back of the second barrel at times. And I thought, I'm going to switch him to the left. I'm going to see how he does, working him to the left. So I'll just start off, just like I work any of my horses, just making sure that I'm pointing his head. I'm going to come across. When I reach this spot directly inside the first barrel, I want to make sure I'm about 8 feet away from that barrel. All right, I'm going to stay sitting down. I'm going to ride him all the way up about 3 to 4 feet past the barrel. I'm going to use a little outside leg to finish the turn. I'm going to go on. I'm going to stay looking over that horse's outside ear into the turn. And then I'm just going to show him that this is where he needs to go. And time will tell if this is going to be the right approach for him or not. I need to get him out, take him to some barrel races, see if this is something that he's comfortable with. I'm just gonna lope him through at a little bit higher speed. I'm not gonna just blast him through here the first time. And he's not picking that lead up. There he goes, picking up that left lead. He's a little unsure of where he's at right there, but overall, doesn't feel too bad. So I didn't feel any resistance at all in that work through. That was nice. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a fast run on Grasshopper to the left, see how he does. This is the first run I have made on him to the left barrel first. So I'm really gonna focus on my position where I wanna be. And I'm gonna go fast, but I'm not gonna go so fast that I freak him out doing something totally different. It's gonna take him up a minute because he's the kind of horse that needs to be just a little more woke up.